This is Paul. Yeah. hmm Um, just having spent some time thinking about the conflict of interest and the duty of loyalty. I'm very confident. Yes, that you should never give any money to any person that you have knowledge of. Yeah, that has committed any crime. Ouch. It's kind of like aiding and abetting. Yes. Giving comfort to the enemies of the United States. Now, your retirement plan has a definite, yes, conflict of interest, yes, to give you any money from their actual accounts, yes, because of the fiduciary obligation of a duty of loyalty to never give money to those that should be prosecuted for crime. Yeah. And when I say $100 billion, they're sending money to employees of the government, yeah, that have committed crimes. Yes. And I'm going to sue them for giving you any money. Yes. Now you would say it's my money because I put it in the retirement plan. Pooch. But I would say it is not your money when you've committed a crime. Yes. You're a criminal and you have to be prosecuted. Yes. Now, for those that are aiding and abetting and giving comfort to treason, yeah, misprision of treason, Sheriff. Your retirement pension plan, yes, will get sued for giving any money to any individual, yes, that has conspired against the laws of the United States. Yeah. Now, making a false and misleading statement, 9A.76. Yeah. 0.175. Yes. To a public servant. Yeah. A person who knowingly makes a false or misleading statement. Yeah. False or misleading material statement to a public servant. Yeah. Guilty of a gross misdemeanor. Material statement means a written or oral statement reasonably likely to be relied upon by a public servant, yes, in the discharge of his or her official powers or duties. Yeah, loyalty of duty. Now, my wife petitioned for dissolution of marriage. Relocation Act. Yes, made materially false and misleading statements. Yeah, about my mental health. Yes. Made materially false and misleading statements about being married in Kosovo. United Nations marriage certificate. Materially false and misleading statements about child abuse. Pooch. And all of those statements were relied upon by those that are in the judiciary branch. Pooch. Judge Ken Williams. Pooch. Heidi was in contempt of court for the relocation of Jessica Lee Hodges. Right now. The protection order that was issued. I was in jail. Yes. And I entered into diversion. And when you served me a protection order, yeah, did it say mental health evaluation and treatment if recommended? Yeah, but it didn't define what it was that I was going to have to do if it was recommended. No, it didn't define any of the laws, yes, that could require me to sign releases, yeah, so as to destroy my life. Oh. It didn't define 1071s, known as civil commitments, gravely disabled, yes, of serious harm to self or others. No, there was never any truth of any of the statements of my wife about where we were married. Yeah, 10 years of marriage right now. And the taking of my sons. Yes. And then the police department made false and misleading statements of me being in Sequim, Washington. Yep. Did they say that to the prosecuting attorney's office? Did they say that to the sheriff's department? Did they say that in a probable cause warrant for my arrest on January 4th of 2016? Was the actual traffic citation making a false or misleading statement? Yes, to a public servant known as the arresting officer Balderson. Now, RCW 9A.76.175. Yep. Is there any possibility, yes, that when a police officer issues a probable cause arrest warrant, yes, for somebody, yeah, and the interviewer, Officer Larson, they were intentionally making false and misleading statements, yeah, to co-workers in the police department? Now, false or misleading statement to a public servant? Prosecuting attorney's office in Jefferson County right now. June 16th of 2017, I was sitting in Port Angeles making videos. I was in the senior center because the police department, yeah, had made false and misleading statements to an oath of office known as the library trustee, where I was emailing while being on trial. Yes, he was. The actual evidence of conspiring against me as an American citizen. How many different individuals in the employment of the city, yes, the county, yes, and the state have intentionally made false and misleading statements about myself? And why would it be, yes, that any pension fund would disperse any funds? Why would they ever pay any money to any criminal? See, their duty of loyalty, yeah, is to not pay, yes, any payments, yes, of any retirement account to any of those police sheriffs right now that make false and misleading statements to themselves, to judges. Now, I want you to really understand something. A gross misdemeanor gives me the right to have you investigated. Pooch. It gives me the right to get any evidence against you. And if necessary, I can call expert witnesses. There is the availability of imprisonment, for dispersing any retirement funds of any police officer, any sheriff in any county of the state of Washington, any Superior Court judge. You've all been lying to each other, Pooch, about what you know. And instead of enforcing my civil rights as an American citizen, returning my sons to me right now, and allowing me to speak to Maryland